Welcome everybody. It is time for Blazblue Central Fiction at Texas Showdown. Our top 8 is coming right up. I am Raph with Salty Boy. We're bringing you all this amazing Blazblue action. We have players from out of state. We have players from in-state. It's gonna be insane. Are you excited?
I am very excited. We're going to be seeing a lot of strong players here representing at top 8. And if you were here at the exhibition yesterday, we're going to be seeing a lot of familiar names, and thus it's going to be a bit of a different experience with the matchups we have right now.
That's right. Honestly, everybody except for one player was in that exhibition in the 66, and that one player is the one to watch out for. That's the one that's been on a tear over the last year. Every BBCF tournament in the United States has been just destroying the competition left and right. That is Monarch coming to terrorize Texas Showdown. So we're gonna see, there he is right there. Can we, Texas, our collective power, can it be enough to take down the best player in North America?
Well, if there's any player that can probably try and take that throne away from him is Jahyahn, because he also plays S just like Monarch. So we could be seeing an S mirror or potentially bringing out the new. I know he pockets that character as well.
Yeah, that's what's big for Monarch, who was notable for learning the S, having that ready to go, but then started picking up another character and really showing up and beating everyone with it. I don't have to play like this S, this wild style. I can just do really strong defense, plan it well, and look like we're gonna get the Lambda 11 is that pick. Sorry, not the new. Apologies.
Lambda. Yeah.
It's Murakumo units. You know, Mu, Nu, Lambda, Epsilon, Delta. I get it.
Yeah. It seems to be a very common pick for S players to like pocket. I don't know. I've seen many S players through my time just pocket one of the Lambda units.
Exactly, and it's fun to see, especially because like a hard character to utilize at a top level, but you'll see Monarch showcase a standing defense, great presence of mind. So Jahyahnn's gonna have a tall order, but you know, a big key player in last night's CV6, Jahyahn is gonna have a chance to take it to one of the best, if not the best player, one of the best in the world actually, yeah, in Monarch.
All right, we're letting the intros play out, I see.
Hey,
building up the tension for top 8.
Okay, okay. What do you expect to see out of this kind of matchup?
Ooh, what I can expect from this matchup is, of course, we're going to be seeing a lot of, I feel like we're going to see a lot of aggressive action and also a lot of respecting of each other's range in normals.
We'll see. All that respect doesn't work too much for S when you have to take with that pressure. So I'm expecting big aggression once they kind of get a read of Monarch's pacing, but Monarch already gets the grab, setting a pace and dictating the match so far.
Already throwing in corner. Jahyahn already with half life left. He's going to have to hold this pressure right now.
Gravity wall in play. Good pressure here. Monarch gets the confirm. Another good tank of damage. This is one of those long perfects that Monarch's known for. Taking his time and making it count.
And Jahyahn just holding his ground right now. Finally getting counter hit out of the corner. He's going to set up one of his press, but that does not enough. And Monarch takes the perfect.
Yeah, immediate check right on there. The crouching A, making it happen. And Monarch, first round, taking his time, but showing that I don't need to engage to make it count. I don't have to be aggressive, take my time and make you suffer.
Not at all. And Monarch is definitely showing that he is a presence right now.
Oh, big jump in. And that's going to be a punish on that with the overdrive. Really nice from Monarch, who's going to get nice damage corner carry. It's going to set up that situation that we saw in the last round that took it for him. Overhead, watch your dome, and forces the burst out from Jahyahn.
Now Jahyahn out of the corner, but now he has him in the corner, giving him a taste of his own medicine.
Using that overdrive earlier to make it so you can't get out of this pressure situation. Has beat it for counter assault. Gets hit by the low, no full confirm, and Monarch finds a hit. RCs just to get some space forward. And now just building up the wall. Nice flip over on the follow-up of the match.
Monarch swapping sides and already setting the pace of the match instantly.
Yeah, clean first game. Starting with a perfect, then just solid pacing. Jahyahn getting some hits in, but not really able to set up the momentum like they like to do. So now we're going to see, I hear the character select, getting selected again, as Jahyann's probably taking a second to think about what their options are, trying to navigate the Lambda.
Looks like Jahyahn is pondering the new. he does pocket this character, as said before.
So his is the new versus 11. So we're getting a Murakumo unit battle in 2023 in the winner's side. I never thought I'd see the day.
Now, New is a lot less aggressive than Lambda, much more of a zoner as compared to her counterpart.
He'll be working a little bit harder, is what you're saying, huh?
Yep, exactly. It seems like Jahyahn doesn't really want Lambda to get in as he did before.
Well, hey, I mean, Jahyann's going to have the tools to at least set their presence known and try to get something going. Already a first start, that's Jahyahn with first blood, already looking better on the first round.
Jahyahn keeping him in the corner, but Monarch able to get a straight hit, leading into a full conversion. Looks like he dropped at the very end, and Jahyahn counter-attacking, getting a combo of his own.
I like that you said there's a drive, just playing that range really well, but Monarch finds a hit, closes the gap, and is now putting some pressure. The gravity wall is nice and all, but how much is it going to help against New?
And now he's going to have to hold all of this pressure from very long range.
Oh, big anti-air 6P. There's the burst up from Jahyahn. He's going to set out the array of blades. At least Jahyahn gets through, but oh, no punish. Monarch activated the overdrive, trying to get a hit.
And now Jahyann's on the back foot, holding his ground.
Interesting situation here. Jahyahn with a small deficit in the life. Monarch having all this space. Jahyahn escapes the corner, gets a little bit of pressure. Oh, but Monarch finds the counter hit, gets the damage, and sets up.
Seems like every time Jahyahn tries to build momentum, Monarch is quickly taking that away.
Yeah, Monarch with that first game on match point here. One more round puts Monarch in the winners finals.
But Jahyahn already getting a pretty clean hit. Looks like this round is starting off very strong for him.
Yeah, not giving up anything right now, making it extremely hard for Jahyahn just to find anything significant. Big counter from Monarch, gonna get a full confirm. It's gonna put Jahyahn in the corner. It's gonna be really hard to mount a comeback.
Jahyahn tried to get out of the corner, but gets thrown back for his troubles. Now he's in the corner with a full combo, baited the burst, and that is it. Monarch takes the first winner's set 2-0 against Jahyahn.
All right, your top seed sitting pretty with a commanding victory. And can anyone here scratch the champ and put a dent in his big record as he's just tearing through the competition? Even in 2023, hasn't stopped yet, had a great showing. You know, last year did really what Frosty Faustings and is now just making sure that his name will be remembered in the upper echelon of Blazblue forever.
That's really just Monarch's whole thing. Monarch just plays really, really solid Blazblue and just extremely tough to crack. But maybe, again, we can see a player rise up and actually take that away from him.
Yeah, and the opponent for him eventually is going to be either the winner here of Chickzama coming out from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Her first Texas Showdown, and she is making a statement. Her team winning the 6v6 and, you know, making top 8 winner side, having to go up against Juliocrivera. So her opponent is going to be basically the best 9 player this side of the states. And it's going to be a fun matchup to see because Chickzama beat Swirly Glasses 9 to get into this top 8 winner side. So she has to go up against another 9 player. We'll see how she can fare. But what do you think of Juliocrivera?
Juliocrivera, he's a very strong 9. He really does make a statement to every Blazblue tournament he has shown up to in the state of Texas, pretty much. I know he has made first place at tournaments like Set Count, and consistently making first place at the Austin Locals every single month.
All right, like, a force to be reckoned with, but I mean, again, Chickzama, no slouch. She gets through, and first place, second place all the time in the Dallas Locals. So we're going to see the champion of Dallas versus the champion of Austin battling out for an opportunity to beat fight the champ.
And yeah, this matchup is probably going to be Hazama versus 9, and it's going to be very interesting because 9 can set up really big buttons, set up lots of demanding projectiles and space control, but Hazama does have the Ouroboros that he can use to maneuver around 9 and get straight hits and get those full combos that 9 can't really hit.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. It's all about watching your opponent's gauges. Both for Chickzama, they have to keep an eye on what spells that Juliocrivera is going to have on deck, whereas Julio has to keep an eye on the Ouroboros. When can I start to try to zone you out? When do I have to be worried about the angles you can pick? So it's going to be a lot to look at, pay attention for, as we're going to have a high-profile battle here. Another 2 out of 3 to see who will fight Monarch in Winners Finals.
It looks like we're selecting the stages. And yeah, it's going to be a very interesting matchup, mainly because, again, he's going to have to be managing the stocks and just trying to figure out which stock he wants to use at any given time, and making sure that is ready to really counter Hazama and his really unique movement.
Yeah, a lot of tools at in disposal for 9. A lot you can work with all those different spells. I expect a lot of rocks, but I expect Chickzama to be ready for it. We'll see. Here we go. Game number 1 of the winner's semifinal. Chickzama versus Juliocrivera.
Juliocrivera already knocking Chickzama all the way back, but Chickzama fighting back, maneuvering around.
Oh, a lot of progress, but gets halted. The shot is going to push to the corner. We got the Morganite setting up the seed, and now it's a big chunk of damage on that unblockable.
This is the very powerful fairy pressure 9 is known for, but Chickzama with the overdrive active, just completely making Julio just have to hold all of that. But Julio did a really great job on the defense.
Yeah, so far so good. Maintaining that great presence. RC for the extra credit. No purple throw. Chickzama, nice tech. The awareness not to just let the combo rock and take that free throw.
Yeah, you can't be too cheeky, as you will be, as these players can be pretty aware of just of those little loopholes that they can find in between your combo and your pressure.
So that first round, you see that presence that Julio's just taking his time, making it slow, gets a clean hit, has some bar here. Let's see if she'll be able to finish it out, no problem with the big beams. And that's just the first round.
Already looking very strong in Julio's favor.
Yeah, well done. Happy to take his time and just pay attention to where Chickzama's trying to go. But Chickzama with the big Ouroboros in. Goes for a little reset, more pressure. And Julio with some clutch blocks.
Chickzama finding a hit, but not really amounting to too much damage. Julio bursting against Chickzama. Julio at half life, having to hold this pressure.
I like
and
that.
doing a very good job at it.
Oh, avoids the throw, dashes out. Now Chickzama is the one in the corner here, but already a lot of damage on the table. Gets the green throw, the full grab. Should have the resources to finish the job here. She's going to bring the chain back. Serpent's Infernal Rapture with the super. That's going to be a clean round win, and now Chickzama on the board. Won the round apiece.
Yeah. Very solid back and forth immediately in the first set of first round of Julio versus Chickzama.
All right, the chase down continues. Chickzama just gets a clean hit. He's going to get extra damage. There's no burst right now for Juliocrivera, so any of this damage, which can be a lot if they're not careful, is going to start racking up.
Ooh, that was very unfortunate. Seems like he went just a little too far over, but still able to get a combo. Chickzama being forced to burst.
All right, good spot here. Early burst 2 has an opportunity to get it back with a jump A, no full combo.
Julio backing up, playing it safe.
Full screen fighters. Oh, that's an Annie here, no dice. Nice for Chickzama avoiding it. Counter hit, gets the full confirm, landing on the ground. I like it. Should be able to get a knockdown and even up the life totals. Meters pretty close for both players. I expect the counter assault soon, or there it hit. Oh my gosh, the chase down.
Oh, 9 is just chasing down Chickzama, trying to find hits.
2C whip, that's big. There is no burst here. Not enough meter to finish the job, and now Chickzama has to guess. Great block on the overhead, but not the second one.
Keep on getting hit by overheads, but Chickzama blocking every single one. Chickzama with a pixel of life left. Any hit will do it.
Oh, and then just the landing right on top of Chickzama. They were not able to block right then and there. Nice from Julio to drop himself right on top. Got a good angle and takes the first game.
Mm-hmm. And J2B is such a great move for just falling down on your opponent and catching them off guard.
Yeah, so really nice. As Julio keeps it stable, did a good showing of it, and just again, paying attention, taking his time, and not overextending against Hazama, where you don't want to get tagged full screen and eat a big combo.
The Wheel of Fame.
All right, game number 2. What do you want to see from Chickzama? What kind of maybe adjustments?
Ooh, in terms of adjustments, I think it's a lot of just, I feel like being a lot more aggressive against Julio, because I think Julio was doing a lot of the chasing down in the previous match. So if Chickzama can just hold down Julio, then Julio won't be able to build up those stocks that was pressuring Chickzama so much in the last round.
See, already a big hit for Chickzama. Tried to stance out, but got tired after Julio went for the dashes. And now we're just fighting from full screen again. Chickzama having Julio in the corner. Chickzama find a nice hit like this. Can they add up to some good damage? There's the reset with the overhead. Great blocks and good challenge from Julio.
There you go. RCing to continue the pressure. Chickzama managed to knock him out of the air. Won't amount to much.
A little bit of jabs, a little bit of damage, nothing crazy. They have a lot of bar. They got a clean hit. There's the Hotenjin. We're going for a launch. Big damage is available. Let's see how much are they going to spend. Are they going to go for another reset potentially? Oh, super. Okay, never mind. Wants the life lead.
It'll be close. Yeah, is Chickzama evening it out with that combo.
Oh, the snipe! The up back getting blessed. Max, range, anti-air, Juliocrivera, 1 round away.
Hazama's a very aerial character, but you have to be careful when you are being in the air at that diagonal angle that 9 loves to play at.
Chickzama hasn't really got around the last game. Has to really tighten up here. Nice extension. Okay, knocked it in the corner. I like that improvisation to get the combo. Gets a hit, doesn't fully commit. And now Julio just dashing out of the corner.
Getting a straight hit into a full conversion. Taking Julio for a ride.
Again, the stance dash back. Getting caught out as Julio just happy to dash, but a big counter hit. Chickzama poised like last time to take round number 2.
Chickzama building up that meter, has overdrive on the table, and a huge life lead. Julio will have to do a lot of work to make this comeback.
Carries out. Counter hit 2, caught Chickzama, and that's gonna be a burst. Last hope here, Chickzama still needs just 1 hit. To air, though, into the full confirm. It's a scary situation, can't finish it here, but the next reset might do it. Oh no, there it is, yeah. Caught the low. Chickzama stand blocking, got blown up, and that damage finishes the job. Juliocrivera wins it 2-0, advancing to winners finals where they will face Monarch in a big matchup.
Yeah. And since Julio is probably the strongest player in the Austin area, and arguably maybe Texas too, it's going to be really interesting to see if he'll be able to take out Monarch, who is considered one of the strongest players in Central Fiction.
Yeah.
And be able to take that name away from him. We'll see.
Well, I mean, 1 win doesn't amount to enough. I'll say that much.
Is true.
Like I said, Monarch has been doing this for well over a year now, right? So, you know, he wants to keep getting these notches into the belt, get the Infinity Stones, winning every major tournament that's happening. So I don't know what kind of power he's going to unlock once he finally finishes his quest, but luckily Julio's there to try to stop him, try to be the hero we need, or the villain, depending on your outlook. But still, it's going to be a great match. Chickzama getting to the loser side. They're going to have to face winner of one of our next matches to try to snake their way back up, slither to that top 3, trying to get, you know, a good chunk of the prize pool. We've all got our medals, but we want more.
Exactly.
Who we got? Yeah.
In this next matchup, we have Zen versus Swirly. This will be a Ragna versus 9, another 9 match. But Zen is probably the one to look out for in this matchup because Zen is an extremely dominant Ragna. And as you've seen before, he is able to just control the pace of the match really well and just lay on that damage with combos and very strong mix-up and very strong neutral.
That's going to be fun to see. I'm excited to see Zen go through. We had a fun showing. There's some crazy stuff yesterday in the exhibition. If they can keep that energy, they can do well. But Swirly Glasses, basically, you know, the other 9 player, Juliocrivera, is basically a training partner in that Austin area. So we got another Dallas-Fort Worth versus Austin match.
And I think this match in particular, the 9+ you call out.
Yep.
I think this matchup in particular is one that Swirly is very anxious about. This is one that he doesn't see himself as very consistent against Zen, so maybe in this setting that he will be able to take it from him.
I mean, that's a big win like that builds confidence, makes you feel a lot better, especially on a stage like here at Texas Showdown. It's a loser's match. So this is to see who continues on or who gets 7th place. Ragna versus 9. Zen versus Swirly Glasses. Nice anti-air to start things off. Not a big counter hit, but Ragna pushed full screen.
Ragna just playing it patient. Not needing to advance right now. He's letting Swirly just play at the range he wants to, and once he finds the opportunity, he'll get in.
Already getting something going off there. Gets to see, gets a counter hit. It's going to be a big jump cancel, and now huge damage to Swirly Glasses. Looking extremely solid here. Setting up the Fairy. Crimson Raider RC. And the pressure is the Morganite. The nice tech from Zen.
Yeah, that was great awareness from Zen's part. And gets hit, though, into a full conversion. And Swirly Glasses closing it out with the first game, or first round of this game, with a perfect.
Ran right into the lightning, got shocked for his troubles, took big damage, but an early jump. Gauntlet Hades, the follow-up connects. That's going to be a full combo on Swirly Glasses. Nice patience there as Zen sets up a frame trap on the overhead.
Ooh, very nice overdrive, though, punishing that move. And this will lead to a full combo of its own. Has Kunzanite on stock, but Zen able to avoid that into a full combo. This is big damage on Zen's part.
Getting a lot of life back too with the 1 bar, any 1 mix up. Put the dash out, and then the button is not a double dash. Gotta watch out, we ain't playing Mario's part yet. Full confirm, nice damage here. Put the tech out. Zen looking okay, gets the barrel edge, but doesn't get a full damage from it. Oh, the scythe crossing up, hits again, but no follow-up.
Ooh, techs the air throw again. You cannot air throw Zen. He will tech that.
Oh, the punish! That's like we passed it up with the RC. Whip grab, and now we're scrapping. Gotta watch out.
Oh no, the scramble. Oh, the air to air, closing it out. Swirly Glasses taking game 1 from Zen.
It's like, that's fun. I got one and laughing it off too. Had a good time of it. So not worse for wear, but Zen thinking about what they got to do here.
And that win is huge for Swirly. Already building that momentum, building that confidence in order to take down Zen.
Yeah, Zen pondering what to do here. Had some good opportunities, but that finisher there made it a little rough. Even trying to react to that full screen with DP, used up all the bar for that. So gotta be more mindful. Gotta make those hits more impactful. We're picking Black Onslaught, Boss Ragna theme, the power up that Zen needs. Here we go, game number 2.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Yeah.
Level 1. Action.
Counter hit starting out, air dash, jump C, but unfortunately the Gauntlet Hades makes it a little wonky, but Zen gets another pickup, really nice.
Swirly already on the back foot immediately. Forces a burst, throws him into the corner, trying to keep him back, but Zen fighting his way out.
Woohoo! DP on my disadvantage. What a call out from Swirly. Whatever it takes to get some advantage here, puts the Winstocks in the pocket. Interesting.
Throws the Windstocks back up, uses them, tries to catch him from full screen.
Resources gone, hard to punish that from that range. And a big hit, Swirly Glasses. Looking to close out with one more with the Fairy setup.
Sending out the Fairy, but having to block immediately.
Start with the backdash, gets the land, there's the burst out from Zen. Oh, Nightmare Edge comes out, there's the block. Watch out, electricity again, 5B, there's the pressure with a DP, not enough though.
It's really using that unique movement to his advantage, just playing around at a height that Zen really can't contest all too much.
Oh, one hit here in the God Hand overhead. Catches Zen. Swirly Glasses 1 round away, advancing in losers and sending Zen home.
Ragna getting a good hit already.
Oh, try to guess the backdash instead of the forward dash. Nice from Swirly Glasses to escape and go back to neutral and get the big hit.
Going to probably send out the Fairy. Nope, never mind, it's the Kuzanite.
Oh, walking overhead, but a big counter hit. Doesn't quite get the pick up with the chase down. Nice defense from Swirly Glasses.
Yeah, blocking all of those overheads can be tricky, but he is making it happen.
Oh, another just falling normal. Catching a big hit. This is not looking good for Zen. But gets a DP. There's the burst up from Swirly Glasses. One to keep Zen in the corner.
It's really just waiting, backing up in the corner, waiting for Zen to do something, and then he finally makes his action, punishes him, and punishes him hard. Zen bursting, on his last legs right now. Can he make it happen?
That was no barrier block. There's a big hit for Zen. Gets the grab. That should be enough. Keep it simple. Boom is on the bull ripping around, staying alive here. What a call out.
Zen is not out. He may be low on life, but he's not low in skill.
Not at all. Not at all. Big hit. That's that confidence boost. Zen putting simple pressure, but the challenge, Swirly was pressing on that advantage that Zen had. Interesting. No fear. What? Literally, no fear. Wake up 5B, the big boot into the full extension. Zen getting a life back, getting the big damage.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do anything.
Can you tech throws? It's a mystery. Gimme your soul, devoured by darkness. You can't burst out, and I like that from Zen. Look at the camera just a second like, yeah. It's a good check. Are you ready to tech throws? If not, keep it going. Getting free damage, getting a free combo extension, and unburstable. Really smart.
If it keeps working, there's really no reason to stop doing it. Ooh, gets a good punish, but he was bursted. Very early burst from Swirly.
Okay, Hellsfang connects, letting Zen get in and finds the frame trap with the 2A. Off to the wall, more pressure here with the 6D. Don't have to worry about overdrive that time.
Swirly just hitting him from above, hitting with an ambiguous cross-up right there, but didn't really convert it too much. Zen regaining life with this combo.
A grab again! Swirly not ready for these. Devoured by darkness one more time. Give me your phone. And that's, we're on match point for Zen, turning it all the way around.
Zen just teching all of the throws that Swirly tries to do on him, and then he's like, you know what? If you keep doing it to me, I'll do it to you.
All right, that's huge. But Swirly gets first blood. Pushed away, no full combo, doesn't have any spell stock, so a little rough spot now.
Bursting at half-life. Zen pressuring him in the corner, but Swirly fighting back, finding a decent hit, but a decent hit is all it is.
Yeah, used up the spells for the DP, mainly at the cool side. Crimson Raider RC, Zen's still in there. Has the meter, nice DP though on the Gauntlet Hades. Oh, but a fatal counter immediate burst. Swirly said, I don't want you to have a chance. But now Swirly may not get a burst in the final round here. Here we go.
And Zen also, depending on how fast Swirly can make it happen, I'm not sure if he'll be able to burst either. But it's been very back and forth anyway, so it could go either way.
Yeah, Fairy's out.
Fairy.
Just a small hit, some pressure, but good block. Totally got the counter hit, press the button. Zen on his last legs, overhead. What's going to be the finale here for Swirly Glasses? He's going to land with the run. What a DP at the start.
Yeah, overhead me one more time, DP out.
Hey, the win. Swirly taking the set over Zen, advancing in the loser side 2-1, eliminating Zen at 7th place.
Swirly already feeling the momentum from that huge win for him. That was a huge personal win, I feel.
Yeah, launched himself off the chair with that victory. Wanted it and got it. Great stuff to Swirly Glasses, but big up to Zen, taking it to the last round, last game, after Swirly Glasses had a great start in that set.
Yeah, it was just very solid all around from both players. Zen was gaining momentum in like the later half of the set, but even then, Swirly was able to just stop that momentum completely.
Yeah, no, really impressive stuff. Just, not afraid to reversal back, not afraid to control all of the match. So we'll see how well they can do as they're moving forward. Is they going to face either Chickzama or they're going to face off against one of the other players. So that was a
Chickzama or Jahyahn. There you go.
Jahyahn. I was about to say I didn't want to say the wrong name. I was like, is it C, J? So many stuff happening. It's hard to keep track sometimes, but it's all good. As such as our next match is going to be as Killer Kitty is coming up on deck here. So we're seeing another match between two players from the 66 last night. Killer Kitty versus Fyre. Fyre, honestly, like the MVP of Team Snake.
And this is a match I don't think we even saw because they were both on Team Snake. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
to my knowledge.
Yeah, they were both for sure. So I'm excited to see how this plays out between the two. As again, Fyre, really, really great player with the S.
Kahura.
Kahura.
Yes.
That was Kahura. I think I the wrong one? Okay, yeah. yeah, did a great job, and I'm excited to see how he can play it through here up against Killer Kitty.
And Killer Kitty's the one with the S.
There you go.
There we go.
I knew there was an S here. It was just oopsie.
I think there's
Oopsie-doopsie.
3 S's in top 8. 3 S's, 2 9s.
Well, Monarch is like, it's more, I think of the Lambda, not as an S. There's an S there, but, you know.
Gotcha, gotcha. Speaking of which, Fyre is not really locked into Kahura either, because I know he also plays Noel and also even Tager, depending on the matchup. 3 different play styles that really just cover all of his bases.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a nice thing to have, especially in a game that's been around the block, like Blazblue Central Fiction. Having options is always a solid choice. But right now we're going to stick with our main guns, and we're about to get this battle started here in the next losers match. Kahura Fyre versus S Killer Kitty.
Both characters with giant swords. That seems to be a trend around here.
Yeah, both blades big, but S kind of wields it a little bit faster. They're going to be able to close these gaps and see how well Fyre can defend. Let's begin our battle. Number 1, action.
Starting it safe with the fireballs immediately. Killer Kitty, oh not Killer Kitty, Fyre already finding a good hit.
Okay, there's the start. Throwing out, trying to wyvern through. Great option against projectiles from Kahura. Didn't quite work out. 1-2. There's the combo. And now Fyre starting things off.
S loops immediately into the corner. The corner carry for this character, for both characters, really is insane.
Ooh, overdrive. Not gonna get a punish, gonna get a jump in. And I like that. Killer Kitty just backing up. Gets a swat, gets a hit, and overhead afterwards. Good damage to follow up here.
And while S may wield the sword a little faster, Fyre does make up for it in damage, so he doesn't have to do as many interactions as S.
So gotta find those interactions first.
That
It'll be
is
very
true.
tricky here in this spot that Killer Kitty's just content to chill out.
Yeah, those projectiles make it so hard to play neutral and approach Killer Kitty. And there we go with the JB. It's such a strong option just to keep people at bay.
Yeah, absolutely well done here as Killer Kitty on a good pace. Already Kahura in the corner. Overhead connects. The slow overhead gonna add some extra damage.
Starting those loops with the throw.
Wasn't quite ready for it.
Hits.
Usually you see a Kahura holding down, getting ready for the flash. Didn't quite work, still under pressure here. Oh, didn't even react to the anti-air. There we go,
There's
finally
the
busts
overhead.
out.
Doesn't really get that clean of a hit, but doesn't really matter because he is out of the corner and has him in the corner with a pretty meaty combo.
The knockdown. Doesn't have to really go through the DP. I mean, if Killer Kitty goes for it, he can't. Reversal gets tagged low. There's the burst out, not wanting to die, but might, if they're not careful, we have the finisher here, not quite.
Yeah, now again, Killer Kitty just being content with just backing up and throwing out those projectiles.
Nice.
Oh, Fyre closing it out with the DP just to save himself from the cross-up.
Yeah, just great. It's the beauty of having a charge anti-air, just waiting for it, catching it, whatever side, you just wait it out. Killer Kitty getting first hit, forces the burst out from Fyre. Okay. Counters are in play. Every hit this round has been a counter. A big match as both players are on a round apiece.
Both players trying to be the first one to set up and the first one to actually like bring the other person into the combo, make them eat their mix, make them eat their pressure.
With leads on here for Fyre. Gets the jump in again. Gets the knockdown. Overdrive's gonna get no punish though. The 60 connects. Big damage coming out for Killer Kitty. Gotta watch out as Fyre. Reversals out. There's the super afterward to get the kill. That was so well done. I love that. Catching the reversal, knowing I have enough resources to get the air super, finish the job, and Fyre on the board with game 1.
Yeah, no fear. No fear from both players, actually.
That's how you got to play sometimes, especially when you got bar. If you have 50% meter, let it rip. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
You can make your pressure safe if you like.
Great
Already,
okay.
DP.
We're seeing more busts out now. Didn't really use it early on in game number 1, but now it's just going to throw that in there, play a little bit. Let's see how Killer Kitty adapts to it. Can they find these hits? But it's been those jump C's connecting really well for Fyre.
Killer Kitty trying to play it safe, trying to play around his normals, finding a good hit, bringing him to the corner, and finally setting up that crest mix. There's the option, going for an overhead into the 5As.
I more prefer a Colgate mix, but Killer Kitty's doing a really good job with their crest. Good Fyre though, with that hot damage, big time setting up. There's the orb. No really way out for Killer Kitty, but gets a jump and gets an overhead, and it'll be an extension. Okay.
Yeah, Fyre trying to just crouch and get that charge. And that's it.
Did it again.
That's it.
All the meter, you gotta respect the flash, and that is big time for Fyre, who's on match point here.
Already, both players trying to contest each other in the air. Killer Kitty's normals are a bit faster though, picking up from the ground, going into a pretty decent combo.
Ooh, the pressure is on. Light, but as soon as the jab's in, I just see Fyre bust out and getting getting a good return.
Killer Kitty's going to have to be a little more careful against trying to pressure Fyre, because Fyre has been hitting all of these DPs.
Oh, what a good sequence. Fyre now just needs one good clean hit. RC enables damage. Killer Kitty trying to bring this back, but there's a lot of bar you gotta respect. Fyre ready to bust out.
Killer Kitty. That's the DP again. Just protecting himself from the cross-up.
With the overdrive, good RC to finish the job. And is it enough? Yes, it is. Fyre popping off 2-0, eliminating the one and only Killer Kitty. Fyre Kahura. The man's holding down back with his life. You give him a shot, he's gonna pop up like a Pop-Tart and bring the pain. Well done.
Yeah, and he was just, it was very, very well played, just calling out those gaps in the pressure, getting a DP, and that DP leads to just absolutely massive damage, and Killer Kitty not really trying to bait those DPs out, or just not playing at a range that's safe enough for that, and so it's just safe enough to contest it, so he keeps getting hit by it, and I think that damage just racks up over time.
Yeah, she like the counter hit confirm even. Like Fyre making those confirms, making those connections, really doing a great job of it, and you know is going to survive here in the loser side. So well done to them, as Jahyahn and Swirly Glasses are coming up next for our losers quarterfinals. Another great matchup here. It's going to be the 9 versus. We'll see what Jahyahn picks. I'm curious. You know, you saw like the new earlier in an attempt to take down Monarch, after having a little bit of trouble with the S.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious how that plays out.
I feel like New is more of a counter pick kind of option. So if anything, I think Jahyahn is probably going to start with S and then see what happens from there.
All right, we'll see. I mean, tried the same thing against Monarch, didn't quite work out. So I want to see. I want to see the first pick stay the way through. Maybe don't just opt for something if you lose.
Mm-hmm.
Adapt to what you have instead of putting out a new character where you have to make those changes on the fly and approach a matchup much differently, as opposed to if you lose, you stick to what you have, you make those necessary changes, but you still have like you played a bit of that first character and you have it kind of down, so it's better than starting fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's like the counter, I think, to switching a character. If you do it all the time, you might hurt yourself.
Yes, exactly. It's a lot of just building that experience over time during the set, and because when you switch characters, like you said, it's just like a completely different character, a completely different toolkit. You're playing with completely different things on the table.
All right, well, on the table, we're going to see a little quick button check between the two, because it definitely ain't Carl Clover versus Hawkman on deck here. So once we get through that, we're going to get our big match here. This is the battle to make it to the loser semifinals. 5th place goes towards the losers. They all going to get some really nice medals, so good prizes for them. And there's also the Matcherino as well. There are the codes maybe still available, not 100% sure, but if you're in chat, you see that Matcherino link, give that a click. Use up those codes if they still exist. Direct donations are also appreciated to help get these players a little more prize money. We already have the entry fees, but it's always nicer to help support and make it count. So 9 is coming up on 4. Swirly Glasses is the S as the starter pick for Jahyahn. We'll see how this plays out right now in this big match.
Looking like Jahyahn is just picking what he's comfortable with first, and We'll see. We'll see if he switches to new. I'm not too sure if he would, but you never know. I'm hoping that he can probably stay and just try to adapt to how Swirly plays 9.
Yeah, I'm interested how it goes through, because when we saw both players get to play, they got to watch each other and kind of get a feel for how it's going.
The wheel
But,
of fate is turning.
The new story is about to be written here. Let's begin the match as we start with just a lot of respect. Up back from Swirly Glasses, Jahyahn just waiting it out, and I wanted to get tagged full screen, but now we're off to the races. Throw eject miss. The throws were really good from Zen earlier, so maybe Jahyahn noted, hey, Swirly happens to get grabbed a lot. Let's try to implement that early and often.
Yeah, and looks like that paid off. Already leading to really good damage on Jahyann's part. Oh, but those counter hits are racking up. Finally leading to a full combo. Now Jahyann's just going to have to hold this.
Oh, there's a kunzai. Watch your dome. That rocks are coming. You're not wearing the helmet either.
And Jahyahn just backing up. There's no need to approach right now.
Oh, counter hit. Has resources. Good jumping from the Swirly. Counter assault. That can't kill. The Swirly can't take a hit and has to be barriering. Did not barrier there. Got tagged. And Jahyahn the first round.
It looks like it looks like Swirly tried to throw that electric orb just to keep Jahyahn out of the air from throwing those air projectiles. But I think he forgets that S has such a strong anti-air game to knock 9 out of the air.
Oh, the jump cancel, the pressure, the overdrive. Nice up back. Swirly didn't commit to the EA, but swapped sides and is now able to get some more spells up. DP'd. Jahyahn not going for it, but the fast recovery DP, so not too worried about it.
Oh, both players playing it very patient.
Okay, jump in. Did the guard cancel or the counter assault out? So Swirly trying to fight back. A DP, the spell has been removed. Almost had a hit, didn't get the anti-air or confirm off of it. And that last hit, Jahyahn will take first game.
Jahyahn taking it 2-0 in that one game. Already setting the pace of the match. Swirly probably has momentum from the last match, but I'm not too sure if it's amounting to too much.
Like, you're fighting a character with like the range that can contest you. Once S can like inch forward a little bit past 9's preferred range, it makes it so risky, because even then 9 can't commit really often because the jump ins will go so strong, the buttons that really catch for jumping. So there's a lot of respect you got to do against S and those big normals.
You can't maneuver around S just as easily as you would a different character because of how big her normals, how big like the projectiles she throws out and control the space with.
Yes, we'll see. Swirly just content to have this full screen spot. Uses up the win, double wins to get the shot and get that full screen distance, gets the big counter hit with the kunzai. Gonna add up into a Morganite, setting it up. Doesn't get an unblockable, but has more pressure.
It's like he has the mirror on hand. Going to use it.
Yes, I love it. Aegis Reflector.
Very smart option from Swirly. Just waiting for him to throw out those projectiles and throwing out that mirror. Have a taste of your own medicine.
Oh, big round here for Swirly. Overdrives to stay in there. Interesting option. And gets the EA in the gap. Nice range and good hit, but not enough.
But that'll do it. Clipping him with that low.
All right. Swirly on the board with a round. How about that?
Already building up wins stocks, pushing him all the way back to full screen.
Oh, big whip. That is Swirly taking advantage of it. And already starting off nicely here with the fairy. Oh, the fairy hits from all the way up there, the skyscraper, bringing it down. But 6C comes out, getting some nice damage, but looks like Jahyahn hasn't found a full confirm yet.
Ooh, very great job from Jahyahn avoiding that EA. Not able to get too much of a punish off of it though.
Oh, it's in the corner. This is a scary situation for Swirly Glasses. Jahyahn though lets him out, doesn't want to overextend.
Ooh, clips him with that JC, such a big button. Hitting him overhead, going into a full combo, setting up those crests. Now Swirly is out. You sometimes forget how much damage that can do, and like just the ambiguous mix that comes from it afterwards.
Okay, so from Jahyahn putting himself a match point here to eliminate Swirly Glasses and get to the loser semifinals. Jahyahn with the aggression, putting out the projectile, but nice dash forwards from Swirly. Needs to find the ability to get some hits, get some spells locked and loaded. was not looking good right now. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
There's the hit that he needs. Swirly. Confirming it. Throwing out the fairy.
Good pressure, but a burst immediately. Swirly, one to keep Jahyahn in the corner. But now Swirly having the block. Oh my gosh. Nice dash forward again. All right.
Using dash forward to get around him. But that seems to have done more bad for him than did good, as he is now in the corner because of it.
Big sequence. 4K gets it to catch the tech roll. Counter sold out. Jahyahn still in the corner here, but with such a big life lead and overdrive available, next hit will finish the job.
Swirly just backing up. Not one to contest right now.
Ooh, the big hit. Kunzite. Big damage. Should be able to get a nice little knockdown with the fairy. Doesn't hit the tech roll forward, but a counter assault from Jahyahn. And a throw. Will this be enough with the super? Yes.
I think it will. Jahyahn taking it 2-0 over Swirly.
All right. After Jahyann's loss to Monarch, gets a big win on Swirly. Nice big hug as well. I'd like to see that, right?
I'd love to see the respect between the players.
A lot of love in the community. These BBCF players, again, this was the 66. They were all there. The community's tight-knit. Even if it is different cities in our state, you know, they love playing each other and meeting up.
These are just people that play with each other all the time, and so seeing them in a tournament setting is like a test to really how much they know the other person. And I feel like that's a very interesting dynamic you tend to see in these smaller tournaments. Like something in Combo Breaker, you might not even see that very often, but something in like Texas Showdown, where not as many people are coming down, you see a lot more of just players playing each other that they always play with.
It's true. It's been a lot of fun to see those sets, but we got a lot of action. We got to take a break because we're winded. The players are winded. So we'll be back here at Texas Showdown with more Blazblue Central Fiction Top 8. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Texas Showdown, Blazblue Central Fiction Top 8. We already have 3 players out and 5 players remaining. Those are Julio, Monarch, Jahyahn, Chickzama, and Fyre remaining. It looks like the upcoming match will be against Chickzama and Fyre, 2 players from Team Snakes, arguably the 2 strongest players from them. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, Salty. It's been really fun so far with these matches. But now we got a big team kill, not just like the teams from yesterday's crew battle, but also just really good friends. I think they came here together, and you know they were just kind of riding it, ride or dies, to make it here to this point. So it sucks to see you got to face off for elimination, but it is top 8. No holds barred. It's going to be an excellent match either way, as the Chickzama Hazama is going to come out here. Interested to see what Fyre is going to pick. It's going to be the no hell. I think we saw our butt checks earlier, so I don't. Never mind. We're going to get butt checks. I'm about to say, like, we had a break. What are you doing? Okay, never mind. Okay, just character select.
Oh, gotcha.
Ah, right. Classic mix-up. Shout outs to Modern Games, letting you swap sides or pick a side you want to play on.
Sure. You don't
Not
have to
that you would
physically
ever
move.
be like the person who would like sit down in a set to play someone and pick the left side when you're on the right, sitting on the right. But you know, maybe you want to try to make things a little harder for yourselves.
I guess so. And it looks like Fyre is locking in that Noel. He is a Kahura main, but he does bring out, as I said before, the Noel or Tager, depending on the matchup. And it looks like he prefers Noel in this matchup. Noel, known for a bit stubbier buttons as Kahura, probably can't control space nearly as effectively. I'm not too sure how this one will play out, or why he prefers this.
We'll see how it goes. It's going to be a little tricky to navigate around, but the rushdown can be heavy if Fyre can close that gap. Already getting a good jump in, but it is Chickzama with the pressure. Overhead, a little 6A, nothing after it. You don't have the meter, but damage is damage. Speaking of damage.
Already getting a good hit.
Yeah, we'll confirm on that counter hit. Into the extension here, and now it's going to be Chickzama having the guess.
Oh, there's the throw.
Ooh, the burst. Chickzama already lost half life. And then Fyre just trying to engage, but the drive's going to connect and full damage.
Chickzama not really having to worry as much about Fyre being able to poke him from far, especially compared to the previous matchups he played, or she played.
They is fine, honestly. They for Chickzama, right? Gotcha. All right, so they're putting that pressure on as Hazama is now just rushing in. Chickzama, I mean, pretty even here. The advantage on the meter for Fyre. If Fyre can find that big hit, they can really drive it home. But I like that counter hit confirm. Chickzama goes up the bar. Are we just going to go for the corner and go for one more setup to maybe get the finish? Gets a hit. RC, it should be it.
Sends into a really decent combo. Noel had a full bar meter, couldn't really do too much with it.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't guard cancel in the air.
Not at all.
It can be tricky to guard cancel against Hazama. Nice throw setup. As Hazama using those jump A's to push Fyre back on the ground.
Fyre managing to effectively close the distance despite Hazama's range.
Bang man again, getting the knockdown, putting some pressure here, but Chickzama using barrier effectively and escapes the corner. Almost escaped the corner.
Yeah, especially with heavy multi-hitting characters like Noel. The barrier can be a very strong option to push them back.
Ooh, catches the tech roll. Chickzama, they're trying to get out of the corner. Nice tech from Fyre. Big damage here. It's honestly really solid. 2 solid hits, a lot of red lines going down. That last hit should be enough to meter here. Keep it simple.
Up, this should be it.
There you go.
Rose ending it with a distortion. Clean.
And a perfect to boot. Nice statement back from Fyre, going into our final round of the first game.
Noel is generally regarded as one of the weaker characters in this game too, and Hazama is regarded as probably one of the betters. So, we could be seeing a low-tier hero.
We'll see, we'll see. There's the burst out though from Fyre. Gonna have minimal resources, but gets a clean hit. Sniping Hazama out of the air. Chickzama taking a lot of damage. Fyre doesn't get the full finish in the combo, and now has to go block things out.
Great job blocking all these overheads, blocking the mix. Chickzama backing up, but already back in, getting a good hit.
A very nice counter hit. Gonna get the knockdown in the corner. All right, now Fyre, you're gonna have to guess. It's command grab though. You can't block those.
At all. Managing to find his way out though. Getting a really decent counter hit. Chickzama bursting that one. Not really one to hold that.
Oh, just lands after the air super. That's a lot of meter gone. The overhead. Oh, so much bar for Chickzama. Is going to go for the RC. Moving forward. Can they find the last hit? No, it's Fyre getting a hit into a small launch. Wake up buttons. Oh my gosh. You see Chickzama laughing it off like, yeah, I matched there. Yeah. What about it?
Don't do anything cheeky. I will hit you with those 2 A's. I don't care.
Please select your character.
Wasn't going to die if they got hit. And, you know, that was Fyre maybe overextending, trying to catch a back roll. Not really sure, but I like that, just the delay tech. Chickzama getting a big hit and getting that first game. Trying to get their way to the loser semifinals.
Fyre thinking about their game plan. Do they want to switch? Do they want to stay Noel? He did do pretty decent as Noel, but he will switch back to Kahura, his main.
And I love that knowing nod. I like a knowing nod from there, just really nice. As Chickzama's just like, yeah, okay, all right. I know you're forced to do this. And Fyre is like, this is my last shot. Got to be extra careful.
The wheel of fate is turning. Level 1. Action.
All right, starting up the round. Chickzama just making their way in, gets a counter hit. No full conversion, but it's already a small dent. And we might see that's how this match is going to play out if Fyre's not careful.
And both the players just backing up to full screen the entire time. Not really wanting to play in each other's ranges all too much.
Okay, there's a burst out. Chickzama lost a lot of life. But, you know, opportunity and momentum can be in their favor. Finds the cross under. Gets the purple throw. Uh-oh.
Now, Chickzama fighting back. Both players on even life, even meter.
And nice avoidance. Chickzama gets a 6A. Finally commits to the Jahyahn Tenzin. Launches Kahura into the skies. Big damage follow-up. Into the bad position. Fyre cannot take any single hit, but gets an OD and gets a full conversion.
Has full resources. He can just go ham right now. The question is, what will he do?
One overdrive super coming up.
There we
Yeah.
go. 4,600 damage, easy.
And the overhead. I love that delay there. Fyre waiting it out. I just need one hit and cracks Chickzama open.
2. Action.
Overhead. little damage. Brave doing an overhead, but it needs the charge character. You're going to go for, they're crouching low. If they don't react to the overhead coming out, it's kind of hard. Little free damage. Nice full conversion. Chickzama with momentum here.
Just calling out and making them stand block is just super effective because they're a charge character. So then they just have to reset their charge.
All right, throw reject miss. Chickzama eating a big combo off the grab. Landing good IBs, but Fyre getting tagged, counter hit. Uh-oh.
Bringing him up into the air, knocking him back down, backing up, baiting the DP, going into the Hotenjin.
Oh, it drops the follow-up. Still gets another little hit, but it's a scary situation. Looking Fyre gets the counter hit on the anti-air. Chickzama not wanting to give the Fyre any chance to seal the deal off that one hit.
Fyre pressing the offense. He does not want to give Chickzama any time to breathe.
Ooh, catches the airborne. Nothing crazy from it. Anti-air counter. That's huge. Oh, the bait on the counter assault and the 2C. Chickzama said, oh, you didn't punch my counter assault? Tip my hat to you. Got a launch, and now on match point.
Now Fyre backing up, bringing him into the corner, just getting straight hits, but not really converting too much.
Oh, confirmed, nice. Resetting here, overdrive, gets the punish. Chickzama overextending with the big buttons.
Going for a side switch combo, big damage. Oh, never mind.
Okay, tech buttons, catches out. Chickzama out of the corner here to try to find a hit. The counter hit didn't work out too well as both players traded. And now, Chickzama in the corner has the ability to bust out, gets a counter hit, and he's gonna get full damage here. Nice extension.
Taking for a ride in the air, backing up, trying to bait something out.
Okay, counter hit. Nice damage here. Gonna make a one-touch scenario. There's no burst yet on Fyre's side. Cannot get hit. Overdrive. Wait a minute. Anti-air. Oh my goodness. There is no burst available for Fyre. Has to overdrive back.
Tries to go for it. Doesn't get really punished for it, but still on the back foot. Guard canceling out.
Ooh. The overhit, but nice
There's
reaction.
the DP.
Oh, stays alive.
Knock him out of the air again.
Oh my gosh, last touch, and there you go. Chickzama with the win. Taking it over Fyre. 2-0. Chickzama advances to the losers semifinals, eliminating Fyre at fifth place here at Texas Showdown. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The tension, my heart. Ooh.
Friendly Fyre. I just love how Chickzama played during that match too. It's like, you know what? I saw you DPing all the time on the S. I'm just going to back up, let you DP, do your thing. I'm going to punish you for it.
Oh, all of that, right? Reading situations so well, playing effectively. Even with Fyre having a nice lead after the Kahura switch, Chickzama, they just held it down, played the matchup well, and they're showing the power of one of the best in Dallas, Texas, and honestly just Texas in general. Chickzama does so much for the community. I want big shout outs to them, right? Exceed Assault, their tournament series that they run every now and again, the World Serpent Championship, also another event that they really work their butts off of, as well as working in Vortex Gallery, really supporting online Blazblue Central Fiction, hosting events, constantly, streaming sets as well. One of the biggest supporters, if not the biggest supporters of Blazblue in North America. So to see them be able to come out for the first Texas Showdown, to get into the top 4 at this point, in a great position too. It makes me so happy to see someone who puts so much time and invests so much of themselves into Blazblue being rewarded for it here.
Exactly. I just love to see that kind of commitment from the community. And yeah, like I keep saying, it's just so awesome seeing people come together at smaller regionals like this and just showing that what the community is made of.
For sure, exactly. These regionals, backbone of the community. Always got to support your locals, but assort your regional events. So you have, stuff like us, which is like a pretty good size. A lot of folks here, almost 1,000 people, probably over 1,000 with the late registrants. It makes me really happy to see all those folks coming through, especially for all the games that we have. But you have like many other events that need the support. So look forward to those. Not just your combo breakers, not just your evos. Go to those obviously, but there's so much other things in between that are a lot of fun that you only have that kind of smaller, more grassroots experience.
And hopefully, like, with how many games are represented at Texas Showdown, with Blazblue being one of them, hopefully that can bring more eyes on the Blazblue scene, show the dedication that these people have for the community, and bring new people into the scene, boost that community, and become an even bigger game than it already is.
Yeah, I mean, if you like what you see, we have the game with rollback netcode. Runs really well. We got great connection quality. Can play so many people. It's going to be exciting right now, and there's so many people happy to help you out to get better at Blazblue. But we have the best at Blazblue coming up here with the winners finals here at Texas Showdown. On the left-hand side, your multi-tournament champion and the current reigning king of Blazblue Central Fiction in North America. It is the one and only Monarch. And his opponent, who do we have up, challenging the king?
We have Juliocrivera, a monster in the Austin, Texas scene, and just Texas as a whole. So it'd be awesome to see like one of the best players from BBCF in general versus probably against one of the best players in Texas. It feels like just holding down the fort.
All right, and we're going to see how that goes. We're going to see Julio in this big matchup offline, 3-out-of-5 set. So we're going to go the distance here. We will see, as it is going to be the Lambda going up against the 9. A solid choice. Interesting to say the least. I mentioned it's going to be all about that. I think that first hit scenario is going to dictate a lot of this, but we're about to begin. Winners Finals, Texas Showdown. Let's go, Monarch versus Juliocrivera. Rebel 1 action!
All right, trying to get an anti-air, but not getting rewarded for it.
And Monarch already off to the races. Great damage. There's the corner. It's going to be hard for Julio to escape even with those double dashes.
And with how active and how big some of Lambda's normals are, and some of their moves as well, it can be hard to avoid them with 9's movement.
Yeah, look at that overdrive. Monarch just finds the one gap to get actual punish on the whip. Is getting big damage here. The DB though, Julio using up the resources, gets hit though, and that's going to be a nice chunk of damage with the finish there. Good for Monarch, keeping it short and sweet.
Exactly. Just closing it off, simple, and into the next round of the game. Julio finally getting a good hit of his own. Fighting back, setting out Fyre, but Monarch is aware of it and was able to counter hit effectively.
Has to maintain it. Oh no, the spike catches as Julio tries to dash back. Gonna eat a good chunk of damage, and now is big Monarch corner pressure. There's the crush trigger. No barrier on it to eat a chunk of damage.
And that's what I'm talking about. You have to be careful of 9's movement, because if Lambda is attentive, Lambda can easily punish those back dashes and forward dashes.
Big pressure. We have a Kunzite stocked. Trying to keep that pressure going with the overdrive.
This should close it out.
Yeah, nice and simple. There we go.
Short combo into the overdrive. That's what we love to see.
Yeah, game 1, convincingly to Monarch. Not really letting Julio have free reign or be able to really contest at 9's preferred ranges, because like, hey, whatever range you got, Lambda's got it better.
Lambda can play at it just as well.
So we're seeing Monarch showcase that, ready for the matchup really well. Julio's got to make those adjustments. Has to put the pressure on, but the hard part is, how do you crack open Monarch? Their defense is the best. Like, hands down, their strongest trait. And the fatal counter, big hit, Julio having to burst.
It's going to be ever more important just to be making sure what stocks you have so that you can actually properly open up Monarch. But you won't have to open up for too much longer, because Julio did get a decent hit just now.
So was able to get the Morganite. Unfortunately, Monarch escapes the corner, blocks it out, and gets a big confirm for their good defense.
Julio does have Kuzanite right now on the stock, so if Monarch doesn't slips up and lets him out, who knows how much how that'll open up.
And we'll see. Monarch, oh wait, got his turn, blocks out the first Kunzite, gets the anti-air. That's gonna be the round. Yeah, there's no height, there's no place on the screen that Monarch can't catch you at.
And that awareness is unparalleled.
Yeah, impressive stuff. Again, showcasing the skills that paid the bills. Monarch tearing through, but Julio getting a clean hit anti-air, and is starting to bring this back and make it count.
That's Kuzanite. Doesn't look like he's going to use it just yet, but it will do now. Locking him in the corner, letting that overdrive run out. Doesn't need to open him up, just as long as the overdrive is not there anymore.
Yeah, great hits as Monarch trading spaces. Chases down the dash, blocks the burst. So hard to get away from Monarch, or at least bring a brief respite to you.
Julio with no burst, low health in the corner. This should be very close. I don't think Monarch will have enough to close that one out.
ODP, last chance for Julio, gets a double dash. In the corner here, but trying to dash forward, didn't quite work. Monarch taking the second game. Woo, has not skipped a beat. Julio just can't get a chance.
And remember, this is a first to 3, so Julio does have a chance to make it back if he can win 3 consecutive games, which will prove to be very, very difficult. As the previous matches have just shown, that's so hard to crack Monarch open, so hard to rack up that damage. And it seems like Monarch can just get that so easily.
And we'll see how much more Julio can stand against this Lambda. Trying to dash through the gravity, doesn't quite work. Julio taking a big hit, and Monarch already getting going. Overhead, connects, big damage. It's so scary in the corner here, dealing with the overhead. Not just that one, but the drive overhead that you can't see off screen. Another grab, Monarch just catching all the damage. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is a very scary situation to be against Lambda, because those off-screen moves can really catch you, really trip you off guard.
Match point. This is to get to grand finals. Monarch just needs one more, and Julio just doesn't seem to have the answer.
Julio struggling to find any momentum. Monarch just an unbreakable fortress right now.
There's the clean sight. Monarch though, not getting hit by that. Is always ready for the rock. The fairy's even out, blocking it out too. And the perfect opportunity. I saw you try to cast a spell. Wizards be gone. Science is here to play.
Locking down Julio. Julio tried to escape the corner, but gets hit for his troubles. Going into a pretty good combo for Monarch. This will be decent damage.
Going to be a one-touch scenario now. Has to be extra careful. Hitting with the starter, but the dash from Julio connects. Heading into big combo. Has to be careful though. There's an overdrive available. Monarch ready to showcase it, just in case Julio overextends.
Julio has Fairy. Using Fairy now to start enabling her pressure. And again, blocking all of these overheads. But gets clipped trying to escape the corner. This should be...
No overdrive yet. Monarch sitting on it, waiting. Julio's going to get his burst back. And he's going to have resources for a burst or an overdrive just in case. Monarch, just look at that block. Look at that escape. Oh my goodness. Time to hit.
Gets clipped with the low. Chasing him down. Going into the throw. Closing it out.
And you see Monarch chuckling like, that purple throw worked. Yeah. Yeah, I went there. Got the big perp and got the big win.
You ain't taking that.
Oh my goodness. So in Grand Finals winner side, the king of Blazblue Central Fiction, Monarch, with a 3-0 win. Looking like he is the big boss.
I don't think Monarch has lost a single set yet, or a single game yet.
Yeah, or even a game, yeah. Not surprising, really. Again,
completely uncontested.
The player to beat right now. Came to terrorize Texas Showdown. Fiending for offline, came to our humble state, and is wrecking us all.
Kicking us all down.
Hey, more power to him. That is the king. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. As Monarch gets to chill and watch everyone else beat each other up, as we're going to see between our next match for loser semifinals, who will get to that losers finals. Who do we have coming up?
Jahyahn versus Chickzama, I believe.
Okay.
So this will be a Hazama versus S, maybe even a new. I'm not too sure.
I think the S will probably be the better pick. I don't really like a Murakumo against Hazama. I mean, do whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously. I mean, if you're Monarch, you're probably going to pick Lambda if you fought Hazama. So I don't see why, it might be harder against the new. If you're more zoning, it's a Hazama, so I think that particular matchup.
Maneuver around it. And I think, as you said, S is a lot more versatile. So just knocking Hazama out of the air, for example, is a lot easier with those bigger buttons in the air, just contesting the space with those projectiles as well. It's going to be hard for Hazama to really maneuver.
We'll see. It's going to be an excellent match either way, as we have, like you said, I think, was it Austin's finest warrior in Jahyahn, would you say? Or is that Julio out of the two?
He's more of a hidden warrior, I feel.
Hidden warrior, okay. Versus, Chickzama, the one of the rulers of just the Blazblue community in terms of what they do. We talked a little about them earlier. Big proponent of the game, always supporting and here to make a statement, trying to get that top 3. But Jahyahn is going to have something to say about that.
And I believe it is the first time for both players at Texas Showdown already making top 8, and not even just top 8, top 4 in losers. And we'll see who is able to get to losers finals.
I'm excited to see this great match here. This is our final 2 out of 3 set here to make it to that losers finals. We're going to have an Izanami. This is Chickzama embracing the villain role to a T. You thought the Hazama was the boss? No, we got the final boss on deck. I have the multiple forms. You have to beat through them all to have a chance. No, it's a bug check. Man, I'm messing with y'all.
It's a very suffocating character. Once Izanami gets all momentum, it is so hard for you to stop her. Just for any character, really. It's hard for a lot of characters to find the answer against Izanami when she gets set up.
Yeah, we'll see if that's going to the pick. You know, it's rare to see. There's some Izanamis out there in North America, not a lot when you think about it, but if it's something that Chickzama wants to bring out, cool. But Hazama's always right there, ready to go, the Husbando.
That's what Chickzama's known for, the Hazama. It's like,
yeah, I mean, this is a bunch because it was Hazama on the other side for Jahyahn, so I apologize. I'm just trying to mix y'all up at home. But get ready. Both players are making sure everything's 100%. I think they're verifying something real quick, so I'm not sure. Just give us a moment as we clear that up.
Please select your character.
alrighty.
Izanami.
Is it actually playing Hazama? Or no, this might be just another button check.
Let's go. Double button check. I'm excited. All right.
Rebel 1. Action.
Double button checks. My favorite. We're little controller issues, so just give us a moment, folks. We want to make sure our players are perfectly ready to go for this match. They don't want to have any issues going into a very important matchup.
This is the match to decide who goes into losers finals and is able to get a try at, to get another stab at Monarch.
We will see. We will see. It's going to be an important one. I'd love to see Chickzama versus Monarch. We didn't get to see that matchup yet today. So I'll be really interested if that pans out. But right now, Jahyahn wanting a crack at the King. Lost in the first round of Winners Top 8. So, you know, a lot on the line. Again, the 4th place battle is one of the most stressful ones. You don't want to make 4th. You want at least 3rd, right? You want to get into that prize pool. You want to be on the podium. You know, 4th is like the hardest place. That's sort of like, it's like 4th and then 9th.
Oh, 9th is the worst. It's like, it's not in the range of I don't want to talk about it, but it's in the range where you still don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. And now we're all set. We're going to get our prime picks here as Chickzama, yes, is going to pick the Izanami. Okay.
Yeah, you have to see the Izanami in this tournament as a whole.
Yeah, the first time on stream. Here we go. The final boss from Chickzama. S for Jahyahn. Let's begin.
Very fitting. Playing Must Die too for that premium boss fight music. Oh my
Now
gosh.
we're getting mixed. Okay, they're good now. We're good now. Okay, enough of the shenanigans. Hazama's the pick.
Oh my god.
Dang it, Chickzama, stop it. Stop it.
My heart is being thrown all over the place. I don't know what's happening.
I'm getting mixed up. You're getting mixed up.
People at home are getting mixed
probably
up.
being like, come on, what rap? Shut up. You know it's Hazama. All right, you got me. Okay.
All right, Jubei theme though.
Okay. A little bit of different music. No more must die, but one must die between these two. Chickzama versus Jahyahn. First to 2 to get to losers finals.
Already contesting him in the air, not letting him set up the Ouroboros. Ooh. But your buttons are only so big, those Ouroboros will outrange you.
Oh, big hit from Chickzama, already up to a good start, getting some damage. Gets the low again. Not the charge version of the stance, no big extension, but finds the Ouroboros, gets the hit, resets the pressure, and keeping it moving.
Every time Jahyahnn's trying to glove that distance, Chickzama's just coming straight back and leading him to combos. Getting a lot of straight hits too. Going for an overhead, that's a very interesting option. Doesn't get too much off of it.
Unexpected, but it worked out. Jahyahn getting some momentum. Nice block from Chickzama. Not one to counter assault. Gets the counter hit. That should be no. Never mind. Not enough.
JC going into the S loops. Oh, going into the back throw. Another throw.
I love that because Jahyahn and a lot of the S combos leave you standing. Can get the green soul resets, really huge. 6C connects, a lot of meter, should be easy finish.
There we go. Jahyahn was looking on the back foot for most of the match, but at the very end, he was finally able to find his feet and just take it all the way back.
All off that like overhead, started things off. Accident or not, Jahyahn getting that first round is no joke.
Bring him to the corner. Is the very strong corner carry from this character, setting up those press, keeping him in the corner.
Ooh, there we go. Big pressure here. Jahyahn with the life lead and carried the momentum for the first game.
Chickzama just trying to hold all of it, but there's only so much you can block.
The burst! Too early on the overdrive. Chickzama last chance. Has to work really hard, but instead it's just the falling normal. The fist pump. Jahyahn saying, I got this. I can do this.
He's feeling it. He's feeling it for sure.
Oh my goodness, what a first game, what a comeback. And now Chickzama having to answer back.
I love that option too. Just using the crest, such a big hitbox, catching the Ouroboros, and just going to keep using it too.
Hey, use it and abuse it. But Chickzama finding a clean hit. They're getting some damage, going up, getting the overhead too. No extension, it's okay though.
Going full screen, throwing out those fireballs.
Oh, the throw. Nice clean hit. Chickzama gonna get the confirm here. Going into the corner, getting good damage and looking to make it a nice finish. Ooh, the low. There we go. RC. And you're free. Chickzama taking a round.
Rebel 2. Action.
Starting off with a JV. Does Jahyahn not really keen on letting Chickzama back up in the air and initiate their game plan.
Ooh, chased out. The cross up too, really nice. Using the momentum from the forward jump. Big hit. Possible crouch confirm if they're not careful, but Chickzama just bursting out. Especially with the round lead, can afford to go it, no problem.
Oh, but the 6B, it will catch you. That is a giant hitbox.
Projectiles eye, little hits here and there. Lively for Jahyahn, but Chickzama with the chance to bust out, but gets counter hit for their troubles. And now is going to eat a lot of damage on the reset. Wow.
Just using those crests all around the place. Such a big hitbox, but you got to watch out for that crest explosion.
Quick little fist bump. Jahyahn feeling good. One round away from making it to losers finals. Gets the counter hit to start things out. Chickzama trying to fight back. Has to win this round to win the game and tie things up, but it's going to be tough.
There we go, coming straight from above. It's not really a range that S can hit effectively with some faster normals or moves.
Overhead, immediate burst from Jahyahn, and the wake-up buttons. I love that disrespect from Chickzama, who RC'd. Uh-oh. Not sure about that one, Chief.
Oh, but the DP is going to hit.
So not the RC yet, has it available just in case.
Try to go for the throw, actually teching it this time. Chickzama not saying, I'm not getting thrown anymore. Can't fool me.
Keeping that space. Nice hit. Going for a reset. Didn't have the meter to finish the job yet. The next hit can be a deciding factor, but that run forward, nice air-to-air. Chickzama under pressure. Overdrive gets the EA. That's good damage. Okay. Need one more hit to finish the job.
Using a wake-up super, not getting punished for it because Chickzama went in the air. Using a guard thrust. Jahyahn, no meter, but just playing it safe.
Air chase down, the throw, that's good damage. There's no burst here for Chickzama. Is not gonna die, but the mash out, well done. The tech gets the hit. We're tied up 1-1.
No oversending here. You can set up those crests, but you gotta be careful of a player realizing that and mashing out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great match, right? It's a tech, oh, it's my turn, and you gotta press that button as fast as possible just so you can steal it back when the opponent lets you the option, you know. We don't mean it derogatory. There's good mashes out there, and Chickzama showcasing some of the best right now.
For sure. It's all about mashing when it is necessary. Well,
Jahyahn getting clean hits, not being able to confirm fully, and Chickzama taking advantage of it. A little bit of damage there. Overhead comes through, there's the burst out. Yeah, Jahyahn wants to keep Chickzama in the corner. Woo! Trading places off the EA. Really nice. Chickzama now with the lead and active flow available. So he's going to get that burst back really quick.
Hazama once again backing up. Keep on sending those Ouroboros, but Jahyahn just not really getting hit by those all too much.
Yep. Knock him up, knock him down. Big pressure here from Jahyahn with the counter assault. Escaping, trying to escape the corner, not quite yet. And Jahyahn recognizing Chickzama's trying to fly out.
Ooh. Pops the overdrive, gets a pretty good punish, goes for a reset.
Wants to steal that life. Got a lot of life back. Has the life lead too. Chickzama just needs one more clean hit. The counter assault comes out. Might be Javon's last chance if they're not careful.
Both players at full range.
Okay. Nice barrier from Chickzama. Running low on resources, so has to be extra careful. Blocking himself in the air. Oh, the landing jump. Hey, the Jahyahn attention. Can they hit the combo to finish the job?
That should be it.
Let's go.
Tossing him all the way to the other side of the screen. Get out of here. Get out of the air.
Stay in your corner, young lady, and think about what you're doing. Chickzama, match point against Jahyahn. One more round to get to top 3 to get to losers finals. Jahyahn getting some big swings, getting some big hits, but nothing significant yet. Trying to chase Chickzama around, counter hit, no confirm though.
Oh, but the 6B to cancel out that Ouroboros grab.
Oh no!
All the way into the corner now. You're going to have to hold this press pressure.
I like it. Chickzama trying to press the button. Big advantage here for Jahyahn, needing one more solid hit with the resources they have. They can finish the job. Catching the tech roll, that's going to do it. Well, not quite,
just a sliver of health left, but Jahyahn closing it out with a solid 5C.
Right. Match point both players. It all comes down to this. Who will continue on at Texas Showdown and who will be having to sit back in the chair and watch everything unfold. Chickzama, no knockdown, but it leads the lead.
Blocking the overhead, very nice. Returning with it, blocking him down. Didn't really get too much off of that.
Nice press. Quick from Jahyahn, going to keep Chickzama in the corner. Chickzama with the counter assault available if they need it. Going to overdrive to get a punish, not quite. But didn't commit to the EA at least.
Now Jahyahn backing out. Didn't really want to deal with that overdrive.
Okay.
Looks like Jahyahn was really high for that one.
Another trap. Just getting the frame check. Chickzama getting blown up for trying to press. Oh, this might be it. One more touch after this, I think, will do it.
Gotta be very careful in maneuvering around this character because of those JDs. And this should be it. No, not quite.
Takes some life. Overdrive, trying to get that life back. Oh, gets the counter hit. Full confirm. Can't Chickzama bring this back. Almost meter. Go to the corner.
Huge damage.
Overdrive version of Super, the powered up distortion. Oh my goodness.
Evening out the playing field.
RC extension.
Just Spider-Man web slinging across the screen, getting out of there, getting the hit,
That's
stealing it.
Chickzama does it. What an anti-air, what a confirm. With the left, the villain takes it over the S. Chickzama with the doll, with the big win, makes top 3, eliminating Jahyahn out of Texas Showdown. Ooh.
That was a very intense match.
We stand a villain in these parts, all right? We are all about the big bosses.
I don't know. I don't know who's the villain in this matchup, honestly, because I feel like S is hated a lot more than Hazama.
Well, it's true, but looking at like the grand picture, a little bit of
maybe
story,
lore,
right?
lore-wise,
looking at that snakes be snaking, and Chickzama be making their way to top 3. Absolutely stellar finish. Just that overdrive at the end, getting that big confirm, setting up that great situation. Jahyahn played it out so well, but without a burst at the end and with limited resources, just was put on the back foot so quickly and didn't have the chance to respond in kind. But they played amazing. Out at 4th place, big ups to Jahyahn, who put their heart and soul into running this, trying to counter Chickzama in every situation, just didn't pan out. but it's really fun to see them come to their first Texas Showdown, make a statement, make 4th place. Thank you so much for Jahyahn for coming out here and doing some good work.
Yeah, but now Chickzama playing once again immediately after, now against Juliocrivera. This should be interesting. One of the best in Dallas versus one of the best in Austin. Hazama versus 9.
This is going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to see how this plays out because, again, these are players that really didn't get to play each other coming into this. I think, well, no, I think it was just the first match, right? If I remember correctly.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So Julio beating Chickzama 2-0. So it is the run back. Sorry, excuse me. We'll see the energy and momentum that Chickzama got from loser semis. Will it be enough for them to take it over the person who defeated them first? 3 out of 5 again. Losers finals. Chickzama versus Juliocrivera. Hazama versus 9.
Already, Julio just dodging all the Ouroboros, dodging all the movement, making quick work of Chickzama already.
Right, Fairy's active, big pressure. Nice blocks, blocks the Kunzite. Avoiding bad, but try to jump out, gets tagged with the second one.
Going Kuzanite again. Doing another Kuzanite to reset. You have to be aware while in a combo against 9 because she can reset you. And it will deal absolutely massive damage.
Yeah, big time. Julio just happy to throw the rock. RPS always tossing rock. It's so good option. Chickzama trying to navigate, find a little something, but Julio just intent on staying full screen and catching an air-to-air counter hit confirmed.
Chickzama trying to hit those Ouroboros, but Julio doing such an effective job at just dashing out of the way. He's showing that, yeah, Chickzama can move well, but he can move better.
All right, it's working out. As Julio's getting these hits and confirming off, being able to crack open Chickzama's defense pretty consistently. Ooh, escape, nice. Confirmed, Chickzama gets the burst from Julio.
But Julio has Morganite in the stock too, hitting with overheads from full screen.
Okay, but a big combo though coming through for Chickzama. Gets the air throw, reset, try to get a second one. He's gonna get punished for the bad drive, has the burst to stay in it.
Chickzama seems like they're confident in being able to take this one. Gets the throw into a full conversion into super and takes it from Julio.
All right, the 3 specs coming out and Chickzama on the board with the round. Who can take game number 1? Who can start things off in this great matchup between 9s and Hazama? The sweep, but immediate DP from Julio.
Already in the corner. Building up the stocks, building up the mirror, keeping him in the corner, but the Ouroboros reaches at such a harsh angle that it can catch 9 coming in from above.
Well, speaking of coming in from above, Chickzama tried to dive right in. Unfortunately, landed in front of Julio. Julio gets the hit. And right now, big combo. Chickzama on their last legs.
Looks like Julio got the reset and able to close it out because of it.
Hey, whatever works. If that reset wouldn't have come, the burst might have been back there for Chickzama, so good for Julio.
That's true.
Setting it up and takes that first game.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
Already another aerial scuffle. Throwing out the electricity, trying to just keep Hazama out of the air.
Ooh, taking it through. Chickzama just backing it up though, doesn't want to engage against 9 unless it's under better pretenses, but Julio just backing Chickzama in the corner.
Staying back, hitting with the, poking with those really long buttons, and able to counter hit and punish Chickzama for their shorter range buttons, basically.
Yeah. Okay, gets the drive in, forces the burst out from Julio, but Julio going with the life lead. Happy to just keep the momentum, doing a pretty good job of it. Crimson Raider, RC, there's the Kunzite, full confirm again. Almost full confirm, never mind. Now we're scrambling. Spaghetti O's all over the floor. Gotta stop making a mess, folks.
Just dancing all around each other. Not able to really score any hits, just moving around.
Oh, there it is.
But there, Chickzama found a hit, tries to purple throw, but Julio manages to tech that one.
Yeah, great option. Oh, and the fatal hit on the God Hand. but Chickzama gets a clean hit. Potention, a lot of meter on deck. They should be able to finish the combo here with the Serpents in front of Raptor.
Oh, not quite. Drops it, but he gets a throw.
All right. Ooh, Chickzama making the most out of a bad situation with the drop. Or a touchdown drop. I'm not playing. I can't save, but it worked out.
It's not a drop, it's a reset.
There you go.
That's the mindset.
All right, Morganite coming out. Big combo confirmed here from Julio. Is going to go for double Morganite. Chickzama almost avoided it, trying to up back when it gets tagged.
Yeah, Chickzama trying to get close to Julio, but every single time, just throwing in that Kuzanite and just taking him out.
Yeah, really nice, but at least Chickzama finding a hit with a pixel of life left. Doesn't get the full confirm after the corner to Potention. So still got a long way to go, and a counter hit is going to work out for Julio, who's now looking to get up to 2 games if he can win this next round.
3, action.
Okay, nice block of the God Hand. No overheads here from that downtown. Oh, never mind. Ow, that hurts.
Oh, there's another air throw going to a full conversion.
Okay. Snap into the corner. Gonna set a safe jump up. Really nice. Jump 2C. Okay. Good damage, good knockdown. And now a setup. What we got?
Backing up, going for an overhead. Julio forcing to burst. And Julio, such great awareness on Chickzama's movement, knows exactly where Chickzama's going to be and being able to properly counter it.
Ooh, gets a counter hit. Not close enough, but with this confirm, that should do it. Chickzama on the board. 1-2-1 is our score in losers finals. Already a better look here from Chickzama against Julio.
Chickzama showing that Chickzama's got it.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1, action.
Now this is a run back, remember. So this is just Chickzama's rerun to see if he can take it from Julio this time around.
Again, they came in here remembering like I already know I'm a great player, right? I'm nervous a little bit. It's offline at a big stage, but this is where it's make or break. You show that all that time spent can show off, and you can show your skill. As Chickzama is showing just that. What a beautiful sequence, trying to get it perfect on there, but Julio finds a clean hit, has a lead, catches the anti-air with the no barrier from Chickzama, and Julio's starting to bring this back.
Yeah, Morganite got a block low. Hazama backing up. Both players have full meter.
Ferry's out. Oh, with punish. Big damage with the super.
And this should close it out or be close to it. There it is.
Cool RC combo. Very nice.
Of course. Why shouldn't you be able to combo after the super?
But full speed, sure. It's all right, right?
Yeah, Hazama can
No
do
big
it.
deal.
Why can't 9 do it?
Okay, overhead reset. A little extra credit, but Julio with clutch buttons. Always challenging, and it works out so well.
Ooh. Sniping out the air with the JA.
Nice pressure here, Julio. Just trying to keep Chickzama from moving in, and Chickzama waiting their time. Needs to get their drive back, but a counter hit confirmed is going to be huge. Julio's going to get some good damage. Gets the reset. Uh-oh.
Oh, phasing through all those Ouroboros like it's nothing.
Oh,
and that's it.
Not what you want to trade on.
Not at all.
That shock was shocking enough to say the least. And Chickzama now has to work a little bit harder as Julio now up 2-1. One more game and that'll put him in grand finals.
Julio on set point.
The wheel of
But
fate is
Chickzama
turning.
has already demonstrated
Rebel
that
1,
they can take it back as well. They're just as strong.
Yeah, it's been a nice fun match between the two. Again, Chickzama with that first blood. They looked really good in game 3 at the gate, but you know, once Julio got momentum, it was just, you know, do or die at that time. Chickzama has to avoid getting these big counter hits and not letting Julio find points to be able to press and interrupt.
With the overhead, gotta be careful. Blocks the Yakuza Knight that time, but not that God Hand.
Immediate burst. That was a point-blank Kunzite. That was zipping around. Julio, though, finds a hit. There's a blue beat combo with the extension. Great free damage.
Great awareness to convert off of that as well. And that should close it out immediately. Julio on the set point. Set round.
Scary situation.
Take it.
Round start anti-air into the Kunzite conversion. That's so much damage to start things off. Okay. Gonna get a simple knockdown. Trying to chase down with the DP from Julio just to keep Hazama at bay.
It's important to demonstrate that every now and then so that they don't overextend on you.
Okay, God Hand from that distance. Julio keeping it safe, playing it safe, but Chickzama's just not found that opening yet that they're looking for.
Just zipping around, trying to find something, but Julio was able to find something before them.
Wait, orbital strike detected, burst detected.
And that is it. Ending losers finals with a burst bait. Very clean stuff from Julio right there.
Takes it 3-1 over Chickzama. Chickzama here at Texas Showdown with the third place finish, the bronze medal being rewarded to them as Julio now with a good victory, double jeopardy, taking that set and going into grand finals to the loser side where they will face off against Monarch. So now with Julio with a little bit of momentum, a couple of wins under his belt to stay alive here in this bracket, to go for this trophy, to be the 2023 Blazblue Central Fiction champ. We have one more set here before we crown that person, and it's gonna be a doozy as the one and only Monarch back on stage to continue his reign of dominance in North America.
Now both players also have previous experience with each other as well, as they played in the top 8 with each other before. So this is the run back for Julio. Will he be able to reset? Well, I guess we'll find out.
That's a tall road ahead of that, right? Getting a 3 wins against Monarch is honestly no easy feat at all.
And with Monarch's perfect run, it is proving more and more difficult with each passing game.
No, for sure. And that's going to be the fun part. So I'm just excited to see how everything goes down here. If Julio has an answer, or will that stellar defense from Monarch just do what it does best and avoid letting Julio get even a chance to start any kind of party?
It looks like he's locking back into the Lambda. It will be another Lambda versus 9. Using the 9 theme, getting the power boost from it. This is Texas Showdown, Blazblue Central Fiction Grand Finals, starting now. Letting the intros play out. This is a Lambda versus 9. Juliocrivera versus Monarch.
Monarch in the winner's side. 3 wins to get the championship. 3 wins for Julio to try to reset. But the king will not be deterred, and the offense is already started. Julio avoiding a throw, getting some distance, but getting sniped from the sky.
Sniping out of the air.
So about to hit low. Good damage in the corner here. Monarch looking good, looking sharp. Not skipping a beat, even if he's been chilling, waiting for the winner here. Overhead in the reset. Oh my goodness.
This is devastating. Monarch still hasn't even gotten hit once, looking extremely dominant already.
A perfect to start off grand finals. That's our king. That's Monarch. Wait, no double perfect though. Gets the cross up, a nice escape with the DP. Getting a hit, making some space, but Julio at least getting a spell in, getting some damage, but gonna get punished. Another amazing overdrive.
Yeah, these overdrive timings are really hard to deal with.
Okay, nice
Throwing
sliding.
back into the other corner. This is where Monarch can finally start the game plan, but Julio bursts out.
Gotta be careful. Okay.
Trying to use those dashes to get in. Manages to land a pretty decent combo, bring him to the other corner. Does have meter on hand and is even life now, too.
Yeah, catches the backdash. Biggest hits for Julio. He can try to get around on the board. Needs one more good mix-up with the fairy. Blocks to Kunzai, another good defense here, but more fairy action. There is a counter still available, it's gonna come out. Stop the fairy, but Julio going back in.
Didn't really affect Julio at all. Julio still on the offense, but unable to crack Monarch.
What a 6-pick for 6A. Great anti-air. Monarch gonna go for overdrive for the finish here. The big blades piercing and the slam down. Monarch game number 1 in grand finals. Uh-oh.
It was a very convincing match from Monarch already to set the pace of grand finals.
Curious to see what Julio does. Getting some hits, getting some damage, just not able to close out. Immediate anti-air round start into a full conversion. Uh-oh, here comes Monarch with game number 2 with big damage off the bat.
Julio still just trying to find a way to get out, but Monarch not letting him escape.
Oh, try to double dash, getting caught by the drive. There's the burst out from Julio. Putting up the fairy immediately, but the punish. Monarch read it like a book and getting big damage here, trying to get a second perfect here in game number 2.
Already very close. DPing out. Julio finally finding a way out and manages to actually score a hit.
Got a long way to go, but a lot of resources. There's the orbital cannon strike. Gonna get the jump in. Beats the counter assault. Great block. Good damage here from Julio.
And Lock lambs it down again.
Blockable, yeah, I like it. Okay. Good setup in the Morganite. Gonna go for super.
This should be very close. No, this should be it. Julio fought an uphill battle and was able to take it back from Monarch in that round.
On the board and getting some momentum here. Spike Chaser comes out, gets tagged, but if he bleeds, then the king can go down. A DP hard to punish unless you're IP it. So, you know, Julio not really afraid, just the stocks. Spike Chaser trying to escape, chase him down. 9 gets a low hit into the seed and going to go to the corner.
Monarch seems to be really aware of the spacing of Julio's dashes, like dashing just in front of Monarch, where Monarch can capitalize on it.
Oh, the fatal, no pickup. Kunzai finally connects. That's the first one in either set of winners finals or in grand finals.
Locked him down, but mashing out and not able to really capitalize off of it.
Okay. Big dash forward from Julio. Opportunity to get a game, to put a dent in Monarch's perfect record, but Monarch, what an anti-air, and is on the board with the round themselves, trying to keep their almost perfect run.
All right, Monarch is playing it patient. Julio trying to dash around, but gets hit for their troubles.
Big damage combo coming out here, 3K already. Like corner pressure coming through, nice overhead into the full combo.
This pressure is suffocating. Gets the guard crush, gets a combo. Julio not able to get a hit on Monarch, but finally able to get out.
All right, and escape, good side switch. Gonna get some good damage, has a good amount of spells with the fairy on deck. Showing that they're able to avoid the counter assault. There's the Morganite, try to escape, no combo though. Oh, wait a minute, catches the button press.
One burst out. Julio locked down by the gravity right now.
Ooh, DP is big. A lot of meter here for Julio. Gets the God Hand. Ah, didn't go for anything afterwards, has all this meter. Good bait on counter assault. Monarch has all these layers on his offense, recognizing that Julio has all this meter here. Beam super, gonna force a block.
Playing it very patient. Oh, but he gets sniped. And the burst can't save you.
Not at all. That was Julio's best chance of getting a game on the board. Tried so hard. One errant mistake. Overextending gets punished. And now, Monarch, one game away from being your Texas Showdown 2023 champion. All he has to do, 2 rounds. Julio needs to win 3 straight just to get a reset. Has shown he can get rounds. Has shown he can get close. But has to show that he can close it out. Here we go, game 3.
Already, Monarch getting another good hit on Julio. On the back foot immediately.
Early version of Julio gets punished for double dash. Getting a little too antsy trying to approach and look at Monarch.
The moment you get too antsy, you will get punished for it. And that's the name of the game.
Ooh, love the sequence. Gets a hit. The extension's going to be able to do it with a perfect Monarch now. Tournament point. Poised to be your Texas Showdown 23 champion. Juliocrivera. Last chance here. Has to get around. Has to get a game. Has to stay alive.
The Knight trades, so Monarch was not able to get a combo off of it, but finds a pretty good hit.
In the corner you go. With the mash out. Great from Julio. Disrespecting, getting a hit, and to get a good amount of damage off the Crimson Raider.
The Knight locking him down.
Okay, same side. Big damage incoming.
He's sending another fairy. Let's lock him down with the flames, but Monarch, like, no, I don't want that. I will counterattack you with my buttons.
Overdrive, dare throw. With that, are we gonna see the big finish? Gonna go for overdrive. Gonna make it simple and sweet. Your Texas Showdown 2023 champion, the one, the only, Monarch.
Really well played from both sides, but Monarch just proves he was the more dominant player in this tournament.
Again, you know, the king of North American Blazblue Central Fiction does it again. Puts the crown on top of his head. Juliocrivera, second place. Amazing showing, battling it out. Had a very close set in that losers finals against Chickzama. Had it so close to getting on the board against Monarch, but just couldn't quite do it. But still, really proud of how they played and how they adapted and really got some rounds super close.
Yeah, and just great job to all the players for playing. Everyone played as hard as they could, and we saw a lot of really tense and really great matches this evening. Yeah.
All right. Before we go to the award ceremony, some quick thoughts over everything, your experience commentating here at Texas Showdown and that great top 8.
Well, this was my first time, and I had a really solid experience. Not much else I can say too much. I really love watching the matches play out and seeing all the strong players come together, a lot of the community coming together, and providing a really great showing today.
That's right. And an excellent showing, great matches, so much fun. And, you know, when does Blazblue ever disappoint? It never does.
No, never.
You'll never have a bad top 8. It might be a dominating performance, but it's always going to have good matches all throughout as the players just put on a wonderful show with this wonderful game. So, with that being said, we're setting up for our awards ceremony here at Texas Showdown. Are we almost ready to go to it? Okay. Just a little bit more, and we'll see as we get our awards, our medals, and everyone out there. But Salty, it was really fun working with you, so it was a blast. We're not signing off yet, obviously, but I hope for your first time you had a good time.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely did. I swear, with Blazblue, it's like every single time you watch Blazblue, you're always finding something that you don't know. It's like it's a really unique game in that sense. It's like, oh, all these knowledge checks and just like, oh, I didn't even know you could do that. I feel like I had some of those times, like watching the games over this past weekend.
Yeah, always a lot to take in. So many fun characters, so much fun to play. You can find it on Steam, on PlayStation. You got rollback netcode available on it as well. You can get some great matches in. Some community nights, tournaments here and there. Always a lot of fun. Folks at Boston Blue Beat, you know, big love to them. Hosting weekly events. You know, Chickzama always streaming. You can play on their lobby and hang out there, and many other tournaments too to be a part of and really compete and have a good time at, you know, offline and online. And if you are in the Texas area, Austin, you have your monthlies. You know, Dallas, you also have tournaments as well. Houston, really not so much. We got some good players there, but you will find stuff offline and online, and it's just a great game. Even if it's been so long and you might need to, you know, work your way to get back into it, the community is always happy to welcome more people in.
Yeah, and Blazblue is really on that resurgence lately, especially with the rollback patch last year too. It feels like it's been so short of a time since then, but it really was last year when we got the rollback patch, and Blazblue has been just as strong as ever.
Exactly. I mean, we've seen players like Monarch who really took it to it and has evolved into like a monster, being able to play online like that and come to offline. And you have other players like Bananakin streaming all the time, coming back So those amazing players like Monarch you will see in just a moment as we're going to go to our top 8 ceremony right now. Here's Zero with our top 8 winners and losers.
All right, everybody, Texas Showdown 2023. Give it up for your Blazblue Central Fiction Top 8. Got a great show here, but in 7th place is Zen. Also in 7th place, Killer Kitty 19. In 5th place, Fyre. Also in 5th place, Swirly Glasses.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Always, always. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Thank you.
In 4th place, Jahyahn.
All the time. Someone told me, like, I can read. Like, hello? No, thank you. All the time. It's all the time. Don't worry.
Congratulations. 3rd place, Chickzama. Second place, Juliocrivera. And your Texas Showdown 2023 champion of Blazblue, Central Fiction, Monarch. All right, everybody, one more time, give it up for your Blazblue Central Fiction Top 8.
And there you have it, your top 8 Blazblue Central Fiction here at Texas Showdown. What a show it was. Absolutely outstanding. Congrats to Monarch and everyone else standing on that stage, winning those amazing medals. What a fun show, Salty.
And thank everyone for watching. Thank you for commentating with me. And it was just a good time all around. I hope you enjoyed all of the games that all of these players played. And maybe found a new favorite player in the Texas scene.
Hey, maybe found a new favorite game in Blazblue, so hop online, play some matches. But don't forget, there's still plenty of Texas Showdown left to go, especially tonight, as we're going to have a Dragon Ball FighterZ Top 8 coming up right after this and a small break. Thank you so much for watching Blazblue Central Fiction. Thank you so much for watching Texas Showdown. Stay tuned for more and keep on rocking.